Hello, I have some time to do a new Q&A today. And on the 2nd of July I posted that I would do a Q&A. So almost 2 months delayed. Yay! I have some people who asked a lot of questions, but let's see. Let's find a few of them. So first of all, we have one from Bullet BTS Proof. What is your favorite non-title track song by BTS? My favorite non-title track song is Spinebreaker. It has been my favorite for quite some time now, as it is included in their second mini. I personally really love that song. The song itself is very much focused on the elitism of the school days. You want the newest things, the most expensive things, so that you can show status at the school, so that you can show that you should be the popular one, that you're cool, without reflecting over the fact that these clothes have to be bought by someone, and they're quite expensive. And so in your search, in this greed for power, you are breaking the spines of those who help you get there. In short, this would be, for example, your parents, your guardians, that work very hard, that break their spines in order to give you these things. I personally see it more of I don't know if this was the original intention of the song, but I start thinking more about the elitism in society overall when I hear this song, because this hunt for status and power is not something limited only to the school world. It continues up in the grown-up world. It's just that it changes a bit. Sure, the whole buying fancy clothes status that way, but it also gets a lot broader. For example, you want a job, and so to become the CEO or to become the boss, the manager, it is very easy for people to climb over other people in order for to satisfy their own greed, without realizing what others give to them in order for them to reach that position. So it's not something limited to the school world. It is very much all over society. It's on a smaller scale at school, and then if it continues to grow, or if you continue to just leech off others, you will eventually break the spine of those who try to support you. That you should work hard yourself and realize what others do to you. That you don't need all of these things, that status, popularity, power in the end doesn't really mean much if it is achieved by breaking the spines of others. Well, in the end, popularity and all of that, it could be debatable how important that actually is, but let's not go into that. So, long answer. I have one from Ehime87. Did you plan to go to Korea? Yeah, I'm going to Korea now in October. Going to Korea and Japan. I've been there 2014, 2015 as well. So this will be my 3rd year. Don't know if I'm going back for a 4th year, because, well, it seems really intense that I've been there 3 years in a row. I like Korea. If you could go to a Korean artist concert, which one would you go to? If I could go back in time, I would go to Donmanshinki when they were 5, because I never went when they were 5. If I can't go back in time, I would like to go to the Donmanshinki, as they are now 2 members. I've never seen them live. I've seen a lot of my favorite groups live, but I've never seen those 2 live. So. Would you want to sell your albums one day? At Bernice13. Well, as it is now, no. The only reason I think I would start to sell my albums would be if I, for example, had to move, maybe to a different country or something, and I couldn't take them with me. Then I guess I would have to sell them, but otherwise I wouldn't really want to sell them. I really do enjoy all of my albums. Really do love music, and I want to support the artists, so that's why I buy the albums, of course. And I am a collector, so I like it. My library of albums. June. I know you order from different places. How do you decide where to order from? Is the price the only deciding factor or no? And not the only deciding factor. Sometimes I want it to come really fast. Then I usually go for sellers that have fast shipping, which means it will be more expensive. So then I can't really like go by the price because I know it has to be expensive if I'm getting it with EMS or FedEx Priority or something like that. In those cases, I usually go with the seller. For example, I use eBay, and I have one seller there that uses FedEx, so I take that one seller if I need it really fast, for example, a BTS album. But I know that eBay generally is more expensive than other online shops because eBay takes their share, and so they have to up the prices a bit. Then we have when I don't want something like right away, then I can wait. Then I usually do it in bulk orders, and then I often like have a lot of different shops that I compare the prices, which is cheap, which is the cheapest option for this shipping, for example, getting the cheapest shipping. In that case, I also go by previous experiences. If I've had a good or bad experience with this shop, also determines if I want to use them or not. So it is a lot of different contributing factors to what I choose, but the price is definitely a big one, but also how fast I want it. At Feels for K-pop. I was wondering when you got into K-pop. Oh, I've answered this so many times. 2007. I know I get new subscribers every day, so 2007. I'll probably continue to answer this question a lot of times. I don't mind. And what made you start collecting K-pop albums? I don't know if I've answered this before as well. I sure can't remember if I've answered it or what I answered. What made you start collecting K-pop albums? Made me start collecting K-pop albums. I'm supposed to remember this, right? I don't know. Because I found Yes Asia, I realized how cool the packaging was. But mostly, I think at that point I was buying quite a lot of metal and rock albums, and so it was quite easy for me to just start buying K-pop albums as well. And then when I realized how amazing the packaging was, I just didn't stop, because you get so much for your money. I guess somewhere around that. I really just wanted the music on physical albums, on CDs. I've never been one for much digital download. Maybe because I'm an archivist and know how easily things get lost. When it comes to the digital world, people have this overbelief in the digital world that overbelief, is that even a word? Was that Swenglish? I just translated directly from Swedish. Okay, let's think of a better word. People believe in it too much, that just have everything digitally, not realizing that, well, things can get quite easily corrupted and lost. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that too much. But I think that's why I always really liked physical albums, as well as being a collector and having physical objects. It's nice. I think I answered. Let's see. Well, there were more questions, but I think I answered at least one from each of the people that asked me questions. Well, the questions for my Q&A, at least. People asked other questions, like will you unbox, and yeah, I answered that directly. I can take one more from Bullet BTS Proof. How do you have the time to listen to your CDs and watch your DVDs that you buy when you're busy working? I don't. I'm quite bummed out. I don't have time to listen to... Well, my CDs is a different thing, because for every year I do a top 2000 and, well, this year 2016 albums. And in preparation for that, I make sure to listen to all the CDs I have bought during the year from that year. So I do have time, it's just I don't have as much time as I would like to. Sometimes I can even, like, when I'm at work, because I do a lot of work where, you just sit in front of a computer or just doing stuff with paper, and you're pretty much in your own little world, so then it's quite fitting to listen to music at the same time. Actually, sometimes motivates you more to do the work faster, I felt. So in those cases I can actually sit and listen to music at work, but then I of course put it all digitally onto my phone. And DVDs, unfortunately, yes, I don't have time to watch all of my DVDs. I would love to watch them all. I have so many I need to watch when I have a vacation. But when I have a vacation I always want to travel, so... I try to watch as much as I can, but yeah, unfortunately my time is limited and I want to spend it with you guys as well. Okay, I think I'll need to end my Q&A here so it won't get like 5 hours long, because I tend to answer questions very bleh. A lot. Very a lot. Good English. Okay, so finally got this down. I have more videos to record, but today my Q&A is done. Yay! Okay, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Bye!